is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. Is an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll send the back in motion. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Under fire. He's going to take off. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Got it behind the line. It's Bland. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cut.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. As That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Owls. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Now the toss. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Quick completion on the out. He smashes his way through again. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They're going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Rice rushes to the line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by 7 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Oh, better look out. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Owls in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Bryant. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Got a man. It's Bland. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the match.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores. It's
pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Got his man on the outside. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That's caught. It's Bland. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. With the catch, it's Bland. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Got him downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Owls are in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
and the heat gets home, they knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Who gets a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll keep it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 25 over North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Rice rushes to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Rice. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's got it on the run, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back to pass, it's Bryant. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires left. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They get to him as he throws. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Rice rushes to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Going for 6. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
He got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
To the air, it's Bryant. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Dell. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Broncos are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Murray. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep. Now facing a 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
55, Rice, 41.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the...
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Finds us back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Rice rushes to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Runs through the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Broncos inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.